Hey, what's up studs? Ryan here, or MandRproductions, and welcome to my review of the LEGO Harry Potter Summer 2020 Hogwarts Room of Requirement. LEGO did send me this set completely for free to review here on the channel, so thank you to them for that. Set number on this set is 75966, and the set does have 193 pieces. However, since this is a European style box, it does not have the piece count there. It includes Luna Lovegood, Hermione Granger, and Harry Potter as your 3 minifigures. You also get a couple of Patronuses and your Deatheater kind of standee mannequin dummy to go ahead and attack with your Patronuses and different things. The set itself is quite a small one, obviously coming in at only $20. You're not getting a huge build, but we'll be taking a look at that in a moment after the minifigs. The Harry Potter figure in the set may be a driving force for a lot of people to want to pick it up at just 20 bucks, and it really comes down to this torso print, which is the open jacket there, and that is something you just don't see on the other characters, and it's kind of unique to this scene in Harry Potter, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But I love that they kind of have the tie kind of all messed up there on the torso, as well as the wrinkles on the clothing underneath. Just looks really good to me. You'll see a pretty typical Hogwarts student back print. His face, honestly, for some reason to me, looks a little bit funky. I don't know if it's the hairpiece or what the deal is, but something about the head area of this character looks off to me, and I just can't quite put my finger on it. If you guys know anything, please comment below, but he has a scar, of course, and you'll have a second angrier face on the backside. Hermione Granger is pretty run-of-the-mill here, from as far as I can tell. She, doesn't look special really in any way. She has the closed jacket, of course, just to show you the comparison to Harry for what it usually looks like, or at least similar to. Obviously, this is the feminine style minifigure with kind of the indentations on the side of the torso that are kind of printed on in black, which is neat. Darker tan wand there, and her hair is obviously the reddish brown. She does have a second face underneath that, which is also angrier. We get some angry Harry Potter characters in this set. Luna Lovegood, however, does not have quite that same angry face. I'll just show you the second face now so you can see the back print as well. Just kind of like a meh face. I don't even know how to describe that one. And this one looks like she's a little bit in awe of whatever she's seeing, maybe perhaps her Patronus or whatever. She is wearing something around her neck. I don't remember exactly what it is from the film, but that is a really nice print with a decent looking detail that I'm sure a lot of people are going to like. I will say maybe the thing I like the least about this particular minifigure is the hairpiece. Like, the hair is just like floating. I don't know what the deal is with that. For some reason, it's just floating over the back, and I guess maybe you start to see that with Hermione, but you can see it's just a much bigger gap. I couldn't quite get him on my stand, but this is the Deatheater toy. It's kind of debatable to me whether or not brown was the right color choice. From some of the pictures and movie stills that I looked at, he looked a little more gunmetal grayish to me, but maybe brown worked better in the fact that they had the tiles and plates in that color. I don't know. I just feel like the color is a little bit weird. The hood also is somewhat inaccurate, and it's also kind of interesting they've used the old hood piece here and not the newer one that we've seen being introduced in LEGO Star Wars. So I also do like that that hood piece is still around. I think it's a nice piece, but I just find it interesting that they're kind of reusing it here. He does not have regular LEGO minifigure legs. He does have wheels on the bottom, so he's got like a stopper kind of on the back, and the wheels don't really roll, but it does allow you to pretend like they do, I guess, because the friction on it, at least on mine, is incredibly tight there. So for some reason, they will not roll, and yeah, it's not like I'm going to be playing with it anyway, but definitely something that maybe you would have cared about. No second face print or anything, but I mean, the print's accurate overall. I just feel like the color of it might be wrong. The hood is a little bit off, and yeah, let's take a look at the build. So looking at the outside, the build is quite an interesting one. Obviously, the inside is going to be on the other side of the door, this brick wall panel, which we'll get to. But first, I do want to show this message board, which is really neat. It's got a picture of a bunch of people from Hogwarts there. It also has some newspaper clippings there, and one of which on the top left there says, "Is this the end for Albus Dumbledore?" So could be, who knows? Gotta watch Harry Potter movies to find out. But yeah, a very nice little addition to the set. You know, not a big thing, and honestly probably something that's gonna get lost for a lot of people, but it's nice that it's there. I would recommend maybe connecting it to the build so that you don't lose it, but it does kind of come loosely, which is the point of it. You also do have the proclamation wall here from Mrs. Umbridge, and you can see all the proclamations, or at least the 4 that they include here, number 23, 30, 82, and 68 there on the right. I think they're really fun to read through. You can obviously pause and read if you haven't had enough time to do so, but it was something that I was worried that LEGO would just kind of do some squibbly lines on, but I'm really happy that they did put the actual text on there, and I think that's the Ministry of Magic stamp there on the bottom right, and of course a minifigure hand next to the proclamation number. So kind of cute there, and I will also say this whole thing does come apart like that. The roof of the thing is just kind of tiled off. We'll get that out of the way. And it looks fine. Like, obviously in universe, the whole thing would be a whole wall going up to the roof and have an actual roof, but they tiled it off and just made it look nice, which is fine. You have a very large wall piece here, which has some stickers on it to make it look like it's actually made of bricks. I'm also kind of split on these pieces here, these 1x2x5 trans blue kind of window style pieces, because I feel like in the movie this doesn't look like what it looked like, but you know, I guess that's neither here nor there. Also in the movie, you know, this wasn't possible in Lego, but the door just kind of shrinks and turns into the wall. In this case, the wall just kind of moves over. It does get caught up on a clip piece that they got kind of poking out there, so that's how that works. And yeah, just a little interesting little liberty they had to take, obviously making it Lego. And then you have the door there, which can open and you can enter the room of requirement. On the inside, the room of requirement is quite spacious because you literally have all the space on the table, really. I do find it a little bit disappointing on sets like these when there is so little studded surface though, because I do like to put my minifigs on the studs and have them just stand around or whatever. So stuff like that always kind of irks me. And you know, it's a $20 playset. You're buying it probably more for the minifigs, but still to me, it is something that I tend to care about a little bit. I do like the design they made for the wall here with some very nice arching pieces. Over on the right side, you'll find the fireplace there, which is wonderful looking. You have the actual Lego fire, and then you have it also printed onto the wall with a bit of a brick print there too. So that's a really neat thing to see. Another thing you may notice above the fireplace is that there's actually this piece here and it's on clips. And why would it be on clips? Does it pull out towards you? Well, no, not really. Well, you can pull it out towards you, but it's not like a storage area like you might imagine. What you can do with that is you can actually push in on it instead of pull out on it like I did, and you can actually knock off a bunch of the proclamations from the wall. So you just push in on it and it knocks them off. It's a pretty simplistic feature, but it is a nice one. It's one of the only functions of the set. I guess you could perhaps claim the Deatheater toy has a function with the wheels, but the wheels don't really work as far as mine goes, and obviously the door as well, but it's a nice little function that's built in that you wouldn't really expect to see on a set like this. You also do, of course, have the Patronuses in the set with the hair for Luna Lovegood and the otter for Hermione. They'll fit on studs, and they are the same sparkly blue color that we saw for summer of 2019 with Harry Potter's Patronus in the Sirius Black set. So that's kind of neat. We'll put Luna by her hair, and then we'll put Hermione by her otter. Now, the set does have one final thing, and that's one of these little shooter pieces, like hand shooters, and you can shoot this, you know, and pretend like it's becoming the Patronus, I guess, because it's kind of in the same blue color, but I also think it's fun to shoot it at the Deatheater toy here, so you can take Harry here, and these are mostly seen in superheroes, I believe, because you definitely don't get these in Star Wars, which is my main theme, obviously, but if we push in on the side of this, on Harry's hand, you'll see that it pushes. Oh no, we killed the wrong person! Oh, what a disaster! It all went wrong. Round 2, Deatheater. Let's get Luna where it's safe behind the window there. There we go. Hermione kind of in harm's way, but let's see if we can take out the Deatheater. Get a clean, straight shot at him. Can we miss? Okay, it does have a little bit of a tendency to go to the left of where the arm is pointing exactly. So I am having way more fun than I thought I would with this. All right, last shot at the Deatheater toy. Come on, we need to get a hit here. Bam! Oh, we hit him and it barely moved him. Okay, well, you can see there still can be some fun had with that, irregardless of the fact that you're not really going to knock down the Deatheater toys. Now, the set can connect up with other LEGO Harry Potter sets. I have the most recent LEGO Harry Potter Astronomy Tower here from summer 2020 as well, but it can also connect up with the Great Hall, the Whomping Willow, or the Clock Tower. It's just up to your discretion. That being said, I am just going to quickly connect it up to the most recent set here, and it is the Room of Requirement, so it is kind of supposed to appear where and when you need it most in that way. So there you go, connect it up there. It looks quite spiffy attached to it. I will be doing a full video with all the Hogwarts pieces and showing how they connect up and where you can kind of connect them up and things like that, because they have created quite an extensive system here with these Hogwarts sets, and it does look really nice attached to this, so it's definitely something you can attach onto anywhere pretty much. There are some spots where it won't quite fit, but it is nice and rather unique to have something like this be able to attach to other sets. sets, and same for the other sets. Having them all attached to each other is a great and somewhat rare feature in LEGO, but let's get my final thoughts on the set. At just $20, I see this set is rather hard to pass on if you're a Harry Potter fan. While it may not be the most accurate and fulfilling version they could have made of the Room of Requirement, I think that this is a decent playset. It has enough play features and fun details that I think it's got to be worth that $20. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Obviously, most people would like a bigger set, but for $20, I really don't think you can go wrong. And you get a couple of Patronuses, which are unique and cute with the otter and the hair for Hermione and Luna Lovegood. Love the little board extra thing that's definitely going to get lost for a lot of people. The Harry Potter torso print is maybe my favorite Harry Potter torso print, and obviously the build for the Room of Requirement exterior. I like the interior a little bit more because I just, for whatever reason, this flat wall to me looks a little bit awkward, but I do like this little addition on the side here with the proclamations for sure. So those are stickers, by the way. I just want to make sure everyone knows that. No prints on this one except for the characters, obviously. So that's it for this review. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and you can check out my other LEGO Harry Potter Summer 2020 set reviews on the channel now.